clapboard metropolis was Mowbray the Hombre and his outlaw band. Mowbray feared but one man, and here he comes racing to the rescue, Peruna Pete, the pint-sized peril, formerly a teller in a piggy bank. Peruna rode tall in the saddle by standing up. Movie fans, don't be fooled. Behind that clever disguise is Ben Turpin as the traditional Western hero. Gary Cooper, Gene Autry, Roy Rogers, Ben taught them all they know. In the 20s, a wide-brimmed hat and checkered shirt meant Tom Mix, a misunderstood hero who was forever being chased by the sheriff's posse. Tom was brave, nonchalant, true blue, and, oh yes, game to the heartstrings. The occasional blemishes on the screen during this short sequence are not spots before your eyes. The original negative of this 35-year-old classic was already partially decomposed when it was reprinted to preserve for posterity life. Tom Mix swings this away. The posse swings that away and heads for Kraus Myers Canyon, the bottom of it. At this point, Tom would have ridden into the sunset if it hadn't been the middle of the afternoon. Behind that wall of feet lurks Will Rogers as Ford Sterling, chief of the original Keystone Cops. While Law and Order snooze, Metaphor the maid is reading 3 weeks when Mad Morris puts the snatch on her purse. In those days, you hired a nursemaid to tickle and a dog to mind the baby. Mad Morris is gaining, so Metaphor puts in a call to the police. To Patty's part, the old-time comedian could produce a whole dictionary of motions just to answer the phone. Here in reasonable facsimile come the Keystone Cops, led by their intrepid commander, brave, swift, gallant, and, you named it, game to the heartstrings. In this little episode, we come full circle as Rogers kids Sterling, Roach kids Senate, and Comedy kids Comedy. Keystone Cops were on the loose. It was no fit time for man, feast, or bakery shops. As it develops that Mad Morris is the ringleader of a band of desperate Tin Lizzies. The Lizzies wheel about. In a twinkling, the pursuers become the pursued. And across a forlorn, forgotten field on a day so long ago, Will Rogers runs away into memory. An episode of sheer cultural delight. Ben Turpin as mythology's great god Pan come to earth to prance through woodland glade with a mortal woman. As the old wives tell it, this dance can only take place when St. Swithin's Day follows Michaelmas Monday in the green hills of Grunt. What grace! What poetry! What avant-garde surrealism! And Ben Turpin on the run as Fearless Nudnik, the movie stuntman. At his heels is an insistent camera crew which wants him for a scene they're shooting. Fearless is 39 years old. If he keeps on running, he may someday be 40. Wow, says Fearless, I've fallen into heaven. But the camera crew has him, and heaven was never like this. Fearless is giving a sterling performance when director Harry Gribben learns there's a real fire in town. In the early days, film companies would rush to the scenes of actual fires, floods, earthquakes, and parades, push their actors into the action, and write stories to fit later. Here, by the way, is another for the memory book, the horse-drawn fire engine. Fearless is getting lonely when along come a playful cat and dog to keep him company. Off go cat and dog to caper elsewhere, but Ben's staying put. Luckily, there's an air hose just within reach. Meanwhile, arriving at the fire, the director gives Irene Lentz, as the leading lady, a prop baby and tells her to run into the smoke and flame. The firemen make trouble. The nerve of them bums, yells the director. They'll spoil the shot. And so, as he sinks into the deep, we bid a fond farewell to Ben Turpin.